Hey, what's going on, everybody? Aunt Pruitt here. Hope you're doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all of that good stuff to you. This is the Smartphone Photographers Community weekly hangout on there. Weekly, because sometimes I get lazy and skip a week here and there. But the weekly hangout on there with the Smartphone Photographers Community that we like to call Point and Shoot. And I'm here with my fam, Rico. Got a guest in the house here at the Pruitt Palace. And we're going to hang out and do our typical tips and tricks and critiques all about the wonderful world of smartphone photography. Because I've told you guys for the last 3 years now that those little phones and cameras that you carry around in your pocket, they're actually pretty good cameras. It just takes a little bit of know-how to be able to pull out some shots that are much better than these selfies that we shoot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, well, I'm going to allow everybody to say hello and introduce themselves. We'll start right here in the palace with my man Rico. Rico, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
It's Christmas Eve here in the U.S. at this hour. I'm sure it's since the folks in Europe, they've already gotten into Christmas. So we have a little family tradition where we all get together on Christmas Eve and just hang out, eat pizza, drink whiskey. You know, we do what we do. So that's why Rico is here tonight, and I didn't want to cancel the hangout on air. So he's a good sport and allowed me to put him on camera and broadcast him out to all of you viewers. So.
Paying for the whiskey.
Of course, it's the whiskey. All right, and we'll get that audio turned up. Okay, now let's go ahead and allow the moderators to say hello. We'll start up in Maine with my man, Mr. Joey Kelley. How you doing, Joey?
Hello, good evening, Merry Christmas. It is a pleasure to be here as always on the Smartphone Photographers Community Hangout. I have not had any whiskey. Perhaps that's the problem.
Yeah, we might need to fix that for you, Joey.
Yeah. I was just wondering which came first for you, Ant, the whiskey or the pizza?
That's a rhetorical question.
It's like a chicken and the egg, is what you're saying? It's like the whiskey's in the one hand, the pizza's in the other hand, and they just kind of go together.
Why would I want pizza over whiskey?
I don't know. I'm asking.
It's not going to happen, bro. Appreciate you joining us tonight, my man.
As
Good
always.
to see you as always. Next up, let's go over to Tejas, my man Michael King. How you doing, bro?
Really good. Merry Christmas and bah friggin' humbug.
Yes. Bah humbug to all of it, dadgummit.
I
You're
don't-
not in your normal studio, my man. You're off site.
I'm on my mother's house. We're expecting a huge turnout tomorrow. Everybody's coming in for a little while.
All right.
So I'm over here to help out.
Excellent. All right. Well, it's good to see you as always, my man. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into what we do here. We always have a weekly photography challenge with your smartphones. And it's themed after whatever. And so the person that wins the challenge each week, they decide what the theme for the following challenge will be. This time, my man Edwin Boatswain over in London, he decided to go with the theme warm and fuzzy. And I thought that was rather fitting, you know, considering it's the holidays, you know, I think that makes sense. And he essentially just said, you know, what's that shot that you can grab that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside? What I like about this is there can be several different interpretations of it, you know. You can take it to a literal sense or you can take it to a more figurative sense. But let's take a look at some of the shots like we always do and highlight some of them and give you a little rundown on what we think of these photos. So let me share my screen. Bum, bum, bum. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
good.
So let's jump in here. Let's start with somebody we hadn't been able to talk to in a little bit. This is my man Mike Sweeney out in California. As we all know, he's normally shooting with an iPhone of whatever iteration. I'm assuming he's on the 6 or 6S right now. He
He's on
didn't
the
really
5.
give any other information about his editing or anything like that. But the story behind it is he's out there at the horse ranch, and there's this cat that walks around all the time, but it doesn't bother anybody, and it doesn't want to be bothered by anybody. But whenever Sweeney is in town, this cat decides to literally just jump up on his shoulders and say, you know what, you're going to give me some attention right now. I don't care what you're doing. And so the cat is a fuzzy cat, and I presume since it's alive, it's still warm. So, so this was Sweeney's interpretation of warm and fuzzy. All right, my thoughts on this. I'm presuming he shot this with the front-facing camera because the quality of it is a little grainy. The front-facing cameras that I've seen in the past tend to have some poor quality, usually. I guess because they're a lower resolution. This one looks a little grainy, and I think it might be because of the lighting too.
Might be the subject too.
Or the subject. And then again, he probably could have put some grain in the shot, knowing him. He does like to use Snapseed a lot and put grain in his shots. But
is it me, or do they look like they have almost the exact same look on their face?
It does.
Kind of frowny, little bit of hair.
Bit of hair.
Look at the hey, Joey, when you mentioned it, look at the eyes. They look identical.
Yeah, they're kind of both.
That was his long-lost brother.
The camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give you that one. They do.
And the red tip on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm seriously, this is like Sweeney's cat alter ego.
I could see that. I wonder if he appreciates that, though. Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't care if he does or not. No, I'm kidding. We love you, Sweeney. Now, the only thing different I would have done with this shot, I don't know if it's my monitor. Huh?
Let's not get catty.
Oh, God. No rim shots for you. If
What, the joke is perfect.
my monitor, I'm going to presume it's not, but it looks like it's a little overexposed. I would try to turn down some of the highlight just a little bit. And then I would crop down a little more on the top. And I would crop off a little more on his face here. Instead of getting 3/4 of his nose, it'd probably look better if it was half his nose. You know what I mean?
Somewhere he had a behind-the-scenes photo, and it might have been on his Facebook.
Like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
I think it looks better that way with half his nose instead of 3/4 of his nose. And then, of course, I would try to crop out just a little bit at the top. Not a lot of it, just a little bit at the top.
Well, keep in mind this is a square crop for his Instagram.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
but again, that's why I said I would still keep it square by not cropping out too much at the top, just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's going to be perfectly symmetrically square, so that means you got to come in from the left or the right a little bit and the bottom.
There we go. Something like that. And then, like I said, the nose.
Well, that nose takes over everything.
Don't get nosy, King.
Right about there. Something like that. But that's my thoughts. What's your thoughts on this one, Mr. Kelley?
I like it. I like its spontaneity, and I think unlike most of the shots that we see from Mike that seem like they have been planned and thought out and really researched and or attempted 2 or 3 times, I get the sneaking suspicion this was an off-the-cuff impulse shot.
Yeah,
and
candid.
Yeah, candid, with no planning and no chance to plan. And I think, as usual, he has done a great job. Yeah. Personally, on my monitor, it does not look as blown out as you seem to think it does.
Mm-hmm.
I see contrails and clouds in the sky. Oh, they are faint.
I barely see that.
Yeah,
barely see it. Like right about here, maybe.
Yeah, but it's a little more distinct on my end. Might be just your brightness too. I like the detail on the cat. You can see the whiskers. I think he's probably done a structure and maybe a contrast. To bump up the individual hair follicles. I like it. I know how difficult it is to photograph cats. So I think he did a pretty good job.
No doubt. What are your thoughts on it, Mr. King?
It's not bad, and it's not bad at all. I really like it. Kind of a per subject, but I like.
What, you don't like cats, dude? Is that what you're saying?
Eh, yeah, their cat's okay. I'm a dog person,
Okay. Point taken.
but I've seen that's a nice looking cat, and it just the whole thing looks pretty good for a Sweeney.
Oh gosh.
But
Anything
yeah,
you would have done differently with it?
I think he uses the 5S. He doesn't have the 6 yet.
Oh, he's not on the 6 yet. Okay.
If he has the 6, it's a 6 plus the 6. But I don't think he has the. He's not on the newest one.
All right, I found it. This is on Sweeney's Facebook, and I'm going to do a screen share real quick.
Okay.
Not to take over, Ant, but this is the behind-the-scenes photo of this being taken. This is on Mike Sweeney's Facebook page, and he's got this is taken by somebody else. This is I don't know if this is before or after, but you can see the cat's wiggling around and whatnot, and I'm sure, absolutely sure, that he did not have a chance to snap this much more than about twice before the cat was way the heck out of the frame.
Right.
So.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, Mr. Rico, let's speak loudly into the mic. Let us hear what you think about this shot.
Yeah, no problem. This shot to me, just coming off it, first time seeing it, I like it. I like it because I know how hard it is to photograph people, not let alone animals. And
right.
This cat is looking perfectly into the screen. And I know it's difficult. He's holding it up here, and he's trying to snap with the front camera. And it gets the shot for me is really good. It could be something iconic to me.
All right.
I got to tell you, Rico, the way you just said that, the cat is looking right at the screen. I swear to God, you sound like a Chicago Blues player. It's like, man, that cat was looking right at the screen.
Gosh. We in the South, baby. South.
I know, but it sounded Chicago. I don't know why.
No. I like that, Joey. I like that. I'm going to come up with a nickname. Chicago win. Chicago win.
So nice.
Oh, brother. Don't make me have to get my Chicago typewriter out.
No. All right. Well, that was Sweeney's shot. We're going to take a look at another one here. All right. All night. So.
You want to talk about the cliche Christmas shot then?
No. We'll pass on the cliche one. Let's look at this one.
Where's
here.
the Red Rider?
Attention. This shot here from Chris Seam, and Chris seems to keep. I just saw what I did there. Chris continues to make his presence known in the community with his photography. I think he uses a Galaxy phone. Yeah, he's using one of the Galaxy line phones.
6.
And it warm and fuzzy. I don't get that from this particular photo, but I like the photo. I like the fact that he's down eye level with this little dog. This is not a big dog, but he's down eye level, and it sort of makes the dog look bigger than what it really is. I like that aspect of it. It's really, really sharp and clear as far as how detailed you can see his fur, even down to his nose. So I can't say I would touch much on the editing side of it, but I like this photo, and I was just curious to get your guys' thoughts on this shot, or if there's anything you would try to do differently with this shot. Let's start with you, Mr. King.
Well, the shot's gone to the dogs, but no, I like it. I really like that one.
See, y'all are not right. Anything you did that differently with him?
Not really. I don't get where it's warm. I can see fuzzy, but well, depending on where he is, it could be warm outside.
He's out in the state of Washington, over there on that other coastline.
Oh, never mind. They're getting snow and ice.
Yeah, it's not warm there at all.
Right, and all that crap's coming here. But
All right.
I think that's a very good. I think I love his shots. They're so good, and they're always so planned, well planned. And I like this one.
Yeah.
Uh, it's cropped just right. If anything, I might have come out just a little bit so you can see the tip of the paws. Because right
Oh
now, a
yeah.
little bit of the paws are cut off at the
Yeah.
very bottom, and a little bit of the ear on the left side, a little bit of the ear right. No, top. Go up a little high.
Oh, up here.
Up there's a little cut off.
Yeah. All
Other than
right.
that, it's great.
What are your thoughts on it, Rico?
Yeah, I like to play on lines when you can tell from the wall. It kind of makes the dog longer.
From here?
Yeah, the lines make the dog longer than what he is. I know for sure.
Right.
But the way he plays with colors in this black and white photo, it's
And
a lot
see,
of
and
different shades.
you like black and white. That's your
I,
thing.
I do
Hey,
like black
Rico,
and
we
white.
can't hear you at all.
Turn the mic that way. There we go.
Oh.
Is that better, Joey?
I don't know. Say something, Rico.
It's cardioid, so yeah. I have to,
There. Okay.
There
Try
you
something
go.
else.
Very good.
I was
On
unaware
those kind of mics, Rico, those kind of mics, you almost have to eat it.
Yeah. How about that?
And it's pizza or whiskey.
Jeez. Anyway, carry on. You were talking about the lines on the wall.
Yeah, the lines making the dog appear longer than what he is, and also just the colors he played with. It's black and white, but the shades and the shadows
Mhm.
gives a certain appeal to the dog that if I was to see him, I'd probably just step over.
Yeah,
him.
just leave him alone.
Yeah, but the way the wall gives length to the dog makes the dog appear larger than what it is.
Nice.
Mm.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Kelley?
Well, just a guess. I figured this was kind of a terrier. Then I looked at the tag, hashtag you put in here. It says border terrier.
Uh-huh.
Not familiar with that particular variation on the terrier family, I'll admit. But I'm gonna guess somewhere between about 12 and about 20 pounds ish, and probably when laying down like this, no more than about 8, maybe 10 inches high. When they're laying on their bellies like this. So this is not a large dog.
Right.
So to have it filling the frame like this is somewhat of an achievement.
Cool illusion.
Yeah, I really like the way he did something we were talking about. Was it 2 weeks ago, last week, 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. About how you lower the depth of field when you're doing a portrait to just have the face in focus. If you look, basically his nose to his to his eyeballs are in focus, and everything else is some sort of blur.
Mhm.
But of course, it does bring to mind that epic question.
Oh God.
Oh,
I should totally mute
no.
you for that.
But this show's gone to the dogs.
I should totally mute you for that. Oh my God.
Hey, what? I got a subwoofer.
Oh gosh. Please shoot me now, please.
Bang.
Y'all are not right.
Don't tell
Okay.
King that. He's got the equipment.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that was Chris's shot. We'll look at one more before we look at the top vote getter. Man, and again, this is coming from someone that just continues to make a lot of noise in the community with their photography. And man, this is a good one. This is a nice, heartwarming shot,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion. So this comes from a man, Jose. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name again because I always screw it up, but you know I love you, brother. Appreciate you as always. But this comes from Jose, and he uses one of those Galaxy 6. I think he uses the 6S Edge phone, and this one, this is such a clever shot. Number one, you have the whole, I guess you can call it still somewhat of a rule of thirds with the family members being right here in the frame, and it's loving, but then you get the bonus of the shadow being right here front and center of the frame. I mean, if you were to cut any of these off, you have a picture. If I was to cut this out I would just have a nice photo of a shadow, which would work just fine. But if I were to cut this shadow out, I still have a fairly nice photo. I mean, it would have to be in focus a little more, but I would still have a nice, heartwarming, loving photograph here. It's unfortunate that this shadow got cut off right here on the baby's head because of the frame, looks like from the window, but it's still fine. It's still all good. I really like this. I would try to sharpen it up just a little bit because it looks a little fuzzy, but composition wise and just the thought process behind it, man, hey, well freaking done, Jose. Well done. What are your thoughts on this, Mr. Kelley?
I agree. Well done. I question why he didn't crop off some more of the left
Yeah, that's
to bring, if you could bring your magical notepad crop tool, just kind of right, just about
Right there. Right
Yep.
there.
right there. That to me looks better than the way it's cropped, and I could have done without the gray vignetting on the edges.
Yeah, a little tunnel
Um,
vision it's got going there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was filtration after, or if that was a case he's got over the lens, or what. But I could have done without that.
Uh-huh.
Those two things are my only technical critique.
You did use a wide-angle lens attachment on there, so that's I guess that is from the casing, given that whole tunnel
Okay.
vision like that. So that
Then
does,
what I
but you can just
would have
crop it
done
out
is swung my lens to the right to give me the ability to crop it straight without the vignetting. If you follow me. No,
Yeah.
no. I would have turned the
Oh,
camera.
you would turn your
I would have turned
point
the
of view
camera
in
so that I
general.
could have
Okay, yeah,
right, so I
got
could
you.
have cropped the edges
Right.
and done what I was just saying without having the black on the edges.
Yeah. Just
That
get rid
having
of
been
that.
said, I mean, hey, I got to give the guy props for going above and beyond with the wide angle attachment. Wide angles are hard to use because
Yep.
you do get that fish eyeing type effect. I think it's a great shot. My only problem with it in this particular challenge, this does not scream holidays to me.
It wasn't supposed to scream holidays.
No, but the thing was warm and fuzzy. Any what was the exact wording?
Well, they said because of the holiday season.
Anything that makes your heart grow three sizes this time of year.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that, but I have to admit it wasn't just. I don't know. It just kind of didn't. It made me warm and fuzzy, but it didn't feel holidays.
Okay.
Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Did Sweeney's shot feel holiday to you?
No, not either. No,
Would you didn't say that then?
I didn't mention.
The dog shot wasn't the dog shot wasn't holiday either. So
Yeah,
he
ironically.
said warm and fuzzy. Just makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Nothing
All right,
about holidays.
fine.
Let's gang up on
Fine.
Joey, y'all.
We are.
The
big
beating
enough
will
to handle
commence
it.
after the hangout gets over. Yeah, I mean, but actually, ironically, the only two shots that really scream holidays that are in the 11 or so that we have been submitted are the one with the Christmas decoration, which is almost a photo cliche, and the other one, which is the kind of a group party atmosphere with a Christmas tree in the background. So those are really the only two shots that actually scream holidays. I don't know. I guess I was just kind of looking for that, whether it was in the contest or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why, but it wasn't a requirement this time.
No, it wasn't.
So,
I actually think, quite frankly, that I would like this better, and the more that I look at it, if it was just the shadow.
just the shadow.
Just the shadow.
Let's see if we can do that. We probably can. Just the shadow.
Nah.
Well, see, I still think this is a good photo too.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
why I say if it was just a photo of the shadow, it would work. If it was just a photo of the family members there and sharpened a little bit, it would work.
Now the family members, you don't get the family members. You get the one family member butt and the other family member obscured by said butt.
Yeah.
This angle, you get the two family members, and
That's
you can
awesome.
see them looking at each other.
That's awesome.
And you get the emotion behind the looking, and you don't have to see everything else. The details
agree.
are irrelevant. Your brain fills in the emotion.
You get that eye to eye connection, like you said before, man. That's
and this way, it's not bad, but it's confusing. Because I'm not sure where to look. I'm not sure if I should be looking at the baby's rear end, or if I should be looking at the shadow on the wall, because those are the two most prominent things in the picture.
Right. What are your thoughts on this one, Mr. Rico?
Oh, yeah. I think he, to piggyback off of what Joey was just saying, if he had to took a
more mic, Rico,
different angle, if he had took a different angle, maybe 2 or 3 steps to the right a bit, I think you would have still been able to achieve both dimensions from where we getting the reality and the shadow. So maybe 2 or 3 steps over to the right would have solved that. You would have gotten the best of both worlds.
Okay.
I also agree with the cropping. Yeah, take a little bit out from the left, but also probably could take a little bit from the right as well.
I say get rid of this red arm or whatever this thing is right here at the tip. I say get rid of that too.
Yeah, because that distracts. It distracts. But other than that, I do like the photo. I think that this photo had to be a spur of the moment. Things like, whoa, this looks really good, and it was just one of those things that you caught.
Mike, Rico.
Yeah, it was a fortunate picture.
We're gonna make him hold the mic.
Hold your head right there.
You gotta get used to being on mic. All dynamic mic or mics like that, you have to practically eat them.
Yeah, I'm in here. Right here.
That's better right there.
Okay.
Sweet. Good job. All right, so let's look at our final shot.
Someone forgot to ask somebody.
No.
We don't really care what you have to say, Mike.
My bad. Mr. King. Mr. King.
What is Joey doing in that scene? That's what I want to know. What is Joey doing there?
What do you mean, Joey? What are you talking about?
The rear end.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's wrong.
No, I have to agree. Believe it or not, actually, you have to agree with Joey. Now, once he said anything, if you would have they would edit out the live members and use the shadow, I think the shadow would have been a lot better.
Just for the record, I have never worn pink pants.
Yet.
Perfect. That's
pretty.
That is now an ideal shot.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Honest.
Good stuff.
And you could even come in from the top a little and whatnot.
And get rid of some of that.
Yeah, and maybe rotate the whole freaking thing around to line it up straight. But again, we're playing Monday morning quarterback. It's
indeed.
It's difficult. I mean, not to disagree with what Rico said, but his 3 steps to the right thing, best of both worlds, I think that might not have worked. And the reason why I say that is that it looks like they're extremely close to a window. My guess is that 3 steps to the right would put him out over the window, which may or may not work very well for life and limb. Yeah, and also...
if he's upstairs or downstairs.
It would have turned into an exciting shot, I know that.
Yeah, really. It's spiraling downhill. Stop spinning. But the other thing would be that it's possible that the lighting would have gone away or the shadow would have been completely obscured. We don't know. We weren't there. And that's one of the hard parts about looking at someone's photo after the fact.
Right. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our winning photo. Wow. This shot right here, man. Robert Stinking Knight. No, I don't mean stinking. Robert, I love you like a brother, and you know it. Robert is one of our original members of the community, and Robert has been very busy with this little baby right here. This is Miss Zion. She has a twin sister. So they've been busy with their 2 new babies, and I'm really happy to see that he's been able to get a few photographs out there in between day-to-day life and parenting. But this shot right here, when it came up pretty early in the event, and it pissed me off because I was like, man, no, I can't top that. It's just, I mean, oh man, I'm telling you, I saw it on my phone. I saw the notification. Robert Knight has added a photo to the challenge. So I'm like, okay, let me click because he doesn't get to submit a lot of photos. So let me see what Robert did. And I popped in there and opened it up, and I literally said, "Oh man, I'm thinking, man, he just come in here, shot this, and dropped the mic. This contest is over." And he definitely won it. It's that kind of shot where you feel the emotion, and I don't know if you guys know about it, but the kids, they were in the hospital for a very long time when they were born.
I can tell.
A very long time when they were born. I mean, and she still has this oxygen on, and
He still has breathing problems.
yeah, and to see that shot right there with her looking up at his hand, and his hand, they're connecting, it just, oh, it tugged my heart, and I'm like, Robert, why you had to do me like that? This is warm and fuzzy. From a quality standpoint of the shot, Joey, I'm going to echo your conversation several weeks ago about the black and white photo of the guys, the soldiers putting the flag up. How we said that's not a perfect photo by any technical standpoint, but the story behind it.
You mean the soldiers raising the American flag over Iwo Jima?
Iwo Jima, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
From a technical standpoint, it's not a great photo, but the story behind it grabs your heart. And that's how I feel about this one here, because I know what him and his wife has been going through these last several months, and I know what he's been going through just running the service desk at work and trying to keep the house running and so on, and then he's able to have little moments like that, man. That tugged my heart big time. So Robert Knight, I love you, and I'm so glad to see this shot, and I appreciate you sharing it for us, man. This is the one. I'm not gonna say nothing else. You guys want to talk about this? Let's go with you, Rico. Into the mic.
Yeah, it's a real good photo, man. This
into the mic, not into the next to the mic.
is this?
Yeah, how about you just hold the mic? There you go.
That might work better.
There you go. Act like a DJ, man. Just
Yeah, this is a good photo for me. I think what I like most about it is the expression on the child's face. Seems to be a lot of hope and joy there.
Yeah.
And just it seems that hand is the hand of a strong tower, someone that kid truly believes in.
Yeah.
And it's a really good photo.
Dang it, Robert. Your thoughts, Mr. King? Don't hear you, Mr. King.
What can you say? It just shows it all. I wouldn't have changed a thing on it. It's just perfect as it is.
Yeah. Mr. Kelley?
Oh, now Aunt, you're siloning.
Okay, well, you just carry on anyway.
All right. The only thing that I think I would have done potentially differently would have been to have looked at this as a potential black and white.
Okay.
And the only reason why I say that is because the lower right-hand corner of the frame is so dark already that it lends itself to a pretty good high contrast. And anytime you have a high contrast photo, a black and white is often a natural go-to. It also has a tendency of taking away from variance in background and variance in wardrobe and whatnot, and putting an emphasis more on people's expressions and the details, whatnot. So that's just a comment. I don't know if it would have been any better or any worse, to be honest. But it's something I would consider. underneath this particular photo. That having been said, I want to reach through my monitor and I want to hug this child. If for no other reason than just she looks like she's huggable. Yeah. So, you know.
I'm going to disagree on the black and
Oh, you
white.
were breaking up bad.
What about now?
Nope.
Oh
You
my
guys-
God! The Sweeney has walked in.
Introduce myself.
Yeah, it's just-
Hey, Mr. Sweeney, how you doing?
Oh, geez.
The only problem we have is Joey talks too much.
Okay, Chrome Dome.
Nice to see you again, Sweeney.
Yeah, love you, man. Love you.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from that comment was I love you to death. Right. Yeah, that's it.
You guys
So-
hear me okay now?
Nope,
No,
you
you're
still
still
sound like
silent.
crud. All right, I'll take over for you, Ant. Sweeney, welcome to the Hangout. It's good to have you back after, what has it been now, a month? More?
Yeah. Between work schedule, being in Texas a couple times, and just soccer, there hasn't been time.
Oh, I hear you. I get it. Well, we went over your caddy photo earlier, and we thought it was fairly far away from perfect. Yeah, but we'll dance around that one later. But if you wouldn't mind having a look at the photo in question that won from Michael Knight. Yeah, there's the Knight Rider joke. Robert Knight, and give us your thoughts on that if you would.
Which one?
That would be
Robert
Knight with 16 votes. Sorry, it's no longer being shared because Ant bailed off the call.
Ant, if you could please, can you put the winning shot back up? There it is.
There it is.
You understand that ties are illegal in this hangout, right?
Ties?
Ties.
Come on, me.
Oh, Rico. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, he's family. It's family ties.
Obviously, he's not been trained yet.
Yeah, he won't do that again, trust me.
Yeah, dude, all you're
Say
doing is
that where we take your tie and we'd cut off the bottom half. You know?
I'm
you're
just here
giving
for
a
the
woman a
whiskey,
chance to hang you. You've already put the noose around your neck. It's a bad idea. Just saying.
And this is coming from a guy with 65 ties in the closet. So
Yes.
Well, I'm here.
Only 65?
only.
That's all you got? 65? Good grief. You
I've
gotta
got
work it.
4.
25
3 of them are
wine
clip-ons.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we got the shot back. What are your thoughts on this one, Sweeney?
Honestly, I think Joey's off base with the black and white conversion.
Okay, I was trying to say that before I sidelined. I think taking it to black and white would lose the feeling on this.
It would, because what you got is between the amber and brown tones, you just got that lovey-dovey, warm feeling, and you would lose that in the black and white. And that's kind of what makes this picture in my mind.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
they're gone.
That's why I said I wouldn't have done anything differently.
I mean, you got the eyes, you got the fingers just touching, you got the relative size of the adult versus the child together. The child's looking at the hands. Yeah, it's a killer shot.
Those colors.
And honestly, what really I like the best about this shot is it's diagonal.
Yeah,
It's not a straight and level bullseye like everybody else does.
right.
The eyes are in the upper right third. You've got the strong diagonal line of the child and the arm. Good stuff.
Mr. Knight, good job, man. Good job. So now you are on the clock, if you will. You got to give us a new challenge. So I will
he
give
hasn't
you
been
a
on the
little bit
clock
of
in a while.
time. Huh? What'd you say, Sweeney?
Hey, he hasn't been on the clock for a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while. He hasn't been able to participate, and then he jumps in and knocks
Jumped
it out
in
the
with both
park.
feet on this.
Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to turn this into a black and white and see how it looks. Oh.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Just for the sake of argument, I can't
Wait,
be
wait.
wrong. Sweeney has
There's
told me
no
this many
argument.
times. My
There's no
ex-wife told me
argument
this
when
many
you're
times.
wrong.
Oh, he's never right. He's always wrong.
When you're wrong, there's no
Every-
argument.
Okay, now you all are starting to really sound like my ex-wife. Wrong. Every right.
It's that Christmas spirit, Joey.
Yeah, that's.
Bah, friggin' humbug.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
No, Mr. Knight, you get with me with your challenge, and we'll have an extended time because I know I can't record next Thursday because I'll be traveling.
And
Um,
that's New Year's Eve or New Year's
yeah,
Day.
it's New
No,
Year's
Eve.
Eve. It's
And
New
I'm
Year's
gonna
Eve.
be at a party.
So I'm not expecting to hang out. I really don't expect anybody to be hanging out that night because of the New Year's Eve. So we get a
Joey
little
probably
extra
went with
time
himself.
period
Yeah,
to
Joey
get some
has no
extra
life. He'll be
shots
hanging.
in. So basically, we get an
Joey
extra
probably,
week.
yeah. And probably what Joey would do is like he did that last time. Just have all these little photos of everybody.
Yeah, we'll
I
see
thought that
about
was pretty
that.
good, actually.
We'll see
Yeah.
about that.
Knowing
But
Joey.
was there anything that you guys wanted to talk about before we get out of here and let everybody get back to Christmas Eve?
Get
Anything?
back. You realize I had to go to 3 restaurants to find takeout tonight?
Yeah, dude.
I had the same problem. My favorite Mexican place must have shut down at like 2.
No, dude. We have pizza here on Christmas Eve every
Well,
year.
I've been cooking. I mean, I've got turkey breast and homemade mashed potatoes, but it's all for tomorrow.
Oh no.
I
So-
cooked fajitas for everybody
No,
today.
I go out of town for that. There's nothing being hosted here. Nope. Nope. I'm a freeloader. Y'all know that.
Oh, yeah.
No comment.
No,
Yeah,
all right.
no comment. All right,
Well,
I'm working on this. I really am. I'm tweaking this sucker. I'm gonna
Yeah,
see.
I'm getting ready to get out of here, so you're just gonna have to share that in the community or put it on your YouTube channel if you want. How
You
about
know what
that?
I'm looking for, Anna? I'm looking for that picture I put up. Should be right here, actually. There it is. Let me share out my desktop real fast. We can chat for a few moments.
Oh, Sweeney, Rico is a Nikon guy. He's got the 5300, by the way, but
Hey,
he
if he's not
focuses
shooting with
more
an
on
iPhone, I don't
video.
want to talk to him.
What'd you say?
If he ain't shooting with an iPhone, I don't want to talk to him.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get a tattoo that says iPhone for life. We're gonna all go to the friggin' funeral. He's gonna have the iPhone case sticking out of the casket.
Man, shots fired.
Wow.
Where the heck are you, Sweeney?
Hold on,
Where
let me share this.
where are
There we go.
you? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I saw
I
that.
remember this shot, Sweeney. Yeah, let's discuss that one.
So what we have is on the left-hand side we have the unaltered, straight out of camera, as it were. On the right-hand side you have a little bit of Snapseed and a little bit of Instagram.
Yeah. And that's the thing some people forget is Instagram has little editing tools inside of it. It's not just all
You know,
filters.
when Instagram first came out, I really bashed it quite a bit for being just a bunch of filters.
Yeah.
But they've improved it tremendously in
Yeah.
the last, year and a half, to where I almost always now go Snapseed first, Instagram second. Instagram is literally an integral part of my smartphone photo processing workflow.
Nice.
I've got several filters I use for go-tos. In this particular case, this filter I picked, it added a little bit of red, which got rid of or actually added blue. It got rid of the nasty red from all the amber and incandescent lights. But more importantly is it brightened up the center, which is why I wanted that filter used. Because you can do it in Snapseed, it's just so much easier to do it in Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
The only
that's
thing
all
I
how
like,
everybody does the
actually
math
bother
with
with
those
it is
editing,
run
though.
it through Noiseware to do a little noise reduction.
Oh, okay. I still use
But,
Lightroom for the noise reduction. Lightroom.
In my mind, this is a perfectly usable shot, from a marginal shot.
Yeah. I agree. And
you
this
don't
is
need
with
that
your
damn
5.
flash.
What do you use? You have a 5S?
That's a 5S I shot with, yeah.
Okay. I like it, man. Good stuff.
So.
And the thing is, though, Sweeney, I've gotten, I guess you can say, gun shy when it comes to shooting shots like that because of the scenery. You got all of those bright lights in the background, and it's dark.
Well, so here's the trick, at least with the iPhone and my experience with the S6 followed suit. You always expose for the highlights.
Yeah.
You know, unless you know you don't want those highlights, then blow them out.
Okay.
But I wanted those lights, and so I made sure that at least the tree wasn't blown out, knowing full well I could bring up everything else about a stop and a half before it all goes to crap.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right, then. So I'm sharing it out now. There is the black and white conversion of the shot in question.
Nope.
Not even close, Joey.
Really?
No,
It's
dude.
no. I mean, it's pathetic how bad it is.
No, it ain't pathetic.
Snap.
It ain't pathetic, but that ain't
It's
no.
not as good.
It's not the same.
No.
It's not the same emotion, man.
Nope.
Nope.
It lost
Nope.
that emotional connection.
That looks like a press shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got one more shot to share, which I want to use as kind of a teaching moment.
Dadgummit, I was trying to get out of here, and here you are trying to teach. Come on.
Well,
Well-
let's go and stay for another hour. I got nowhere to go.
Nope.
I'm already where I'm supposed to be.
So this shot is the result of my favorite technique with a smartphone, and that's panning.
Panning.
When you learn how to pan your phone, you can get some amazing stuff. And what I really, really like about this one is everything is blurred, everything is showing motion except for the center of the knight.
Right.
You can see him clear, you can see the back clear, but everything else is just showing you the absolute, stampeding motion that we had going on as the guy went chasing after the little brass ring.
Yep.
And, so when people come up and say, oh, a smartphone can't take, pictures in low light, yeah, bullshit. You just have to use the right tool for the right job.
Sweeney, low light is one thing, but brother, panning, for me anyway, panning is pretty damn hard on my phone.
It's practice.
No
No doubt about it.
Because some things it's always the wrong stuff that gets in focus. You know what I mean? It's always wrong. You're trying to be perfectly
Here's something to think
still.
about with the iPhone. And I know when I used, I think it was one camera on the S6, you can lock focus.
Right.
So
There's
what
a
I
few
do when I'm
few
panning on
options.
something like this is I will lock the focus before I even start shooting.
Okay.
And that way, it's immaterial. The camera doesn't go schizo on me trying to focus on the background, foreground. It doesn't know.
Yeah, it freaks my phone out.
Yeah, and it will.
And then my
Well,
phone is burning up in my hands.
Well, that's an Android. What do you expect?
No comment to you, sir.
Mm.
What's
Nice
this
job.
you got, Joey?
This is one I literally was just
Ooh,
shooting
that's pretty.
45 minutes ago when I was out walking the dog.
That's pretty.
I just popped up and focused on this branch and the full moon. We've got a heavy fog up here tonight, and that's creating this kind of heavy atmosphere feeling to it. It feels more Halloween than Christmas, this particular shot anyway.
It's all
But
good.
one of the things that
Just Photoshop some lights in.
Huh?
Just
Photoshop
Photoshop
some
some
lights
lights in.
Yeah, that'll work. But in all honesty, I hear this all the time, not just in this group, but in all kinds of photography things, beginning photo courses, and they say the same thing. Don't shoot into the light. Don't shoot into the light. Well,
You can
I
do it.
think that's utter and total bullcrap, because okay, fine, don't shoot into the light until you know what you're doing, but once you've gotten a basic skill, experiment. Play with it. And in this particular case, there's no way I was going to be able to light up that tree with my phone flash. You kidding me? Forget
Yeah.
it. But
Good
I
call.
can do the entire thing in shadow from a bright source of light by, as Sweeney was saying, metering for the highlights. Well, I metered for the moon, and I get the shadow below it. And this, by the way, is Nexus 6 Marshmallow HDR mode stock app, no edits, and it's my first time looking at it.
Good call, dude. Good shot. There's a full moon tomorrow. I'm hoping to be out tomorrow night and shooting full moon on Christmas Day.
I just have this disturbing picture
At
of
least you
King every time you say full moon.
Here, we're not going to be able to see the full moon. We're not going to be able to see anything.
Too much cloud cover. Storms.
If it's not cloud cover right now, we have zero visibility with fog.
Oh,
Really?
Houston is shut down.
Dang, dude.
I'll be out there in a week and a half, so.
Okay. You'll be here just in time for our winter. You
So
better.
the winter starts then.
Well, they're saying that the highs are going to be in
Texas.
the for Houston. The high in a week or so, the highs are only going to be in the 30s. The lows are going to be, upper 30s. The lows are going to be in the 20s.
Wow.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, you keep that. Keep
That's
that.
why I only go out to visit.
Man. All right, folks. We're
Yeah,
gonna
let me know when.
get
Hey,
up
let
out
me
of
know when you
here.
come in.
Let me let you guys sign off and let everybody know where we can find you and your work and anything else you'd like to plug. We'll start down with my man down in Tejas, Mr. Michael King. Where do we find you on the internets and all of your musings and work and so forth?
Well, I can be found at Michael King or Michael King 4023 on Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, uh, Google Plus, and hey, Sweeney, when you get down here, let me know. We might try to meet sometime.
This visit might not be the best one. We're putting in a new sand
Ah,
at the office, so I'm kind of booked already. But I'm back there
okay.
about every 4 weeks.
Let me know when you're in town.
Yeah, I will.
I'll just
All
make
right.
sure that it's like sand off a beach.
Oh God. Anyway.
I got just a snow globe for you. It's a snow globe. It's got a bunch of sand in it. It's got 2 pieces of coal and a carrot floating around in the sand.
That's the
And its
California
title is
snow globe.
Frosty's Caribbean Vacation.
So not right. Mr. King, thank you for joining us this week, man, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday to you.
Yeah, same to you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and your family and everybody. Don't get
Thank
too
you.
much drinking tonight. Don't
Thank you,
get
sir.
pulled over.
Thank you, sir. Let's go on up to Maine. Mr. Joey, where do we find you and your work?
Best place to start is at Joey, Joey, Kelley, Kelley.com. From there, you'll find links to pretty much everything that I have going on. Yeah, Google Plus, Facebook, everything. I'm doing an awful lot more photo sharing now than I have been in the past years. I found out a couple of things that the Maine state statute for trespassing violations is 7 years. So now if I've got a shot that is a little bit over where I was supposed to be standing, and it's more than 7 years ago, I can post it and not be fearful of of trespassing regulations. So. Yeah, just a little FYI. Be sure you check your local statutes before
Yeah, be
posting something
careful,
that might be
folks.
marked.
Be
Yeah.
careful. Well, we appreciate you joining us as always, my man.
Glad to be here.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you.
And the same to you, and particularly to you, Rico, for putting up with us tonight. I'm
He's
sure
wondering
that.
what the hell he walked into.
Yeah, I don't think he knew. I actually suggested he come in and sit down, and now he's probably going, dude, I should never have listened to him.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
run.
Just an extra shot of whiskey from Anthony.
yeah, right. Yeah.
I owe you. I owe you.
Yeah. Now the next question is after this next joke, is he going to change his last name to Suave?
No, I'm gonna leave that
I'm,
one
get,
alone.
I'm getting ready to boot
Oh,
you.
so you've seen the video?
I'm
Okay.
gonna boot you out of here, Joey. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you again, Mr. Kelley. Next up, Mr. Mike Sweeney. Where do we find you and your musings and your work and all of that, my
You
man?
can find me at msmedia.me. As always, you can find me in the Twitterverse, Light and Images, as I've been exchanging pointed comments with Hyatt, which I'm not a big fan of right now.
Hyatt?
Hyatt Hotels.
Oh.
2 days, 2 days of roaches in the hotel.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, well, I thought you were talking about the hack that they lost, gave
Nah.
everybody's credit
I'm
card
not worried
and
about that. I'm
info.
more worried about the roach.
Did you become their father, Mike? Because then you could be Papa Roach.
There you go.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
Somebody get this dude out of here.
I've had too much caffeine.
It's too much of something. It's just hot air, I think.
But no, thank you, Mr. Sweeney. It's good to see you. I'm glad you've been able to pop in. I know you've been pretty busy with
Yeah,
the shooting and
we've had the whole reorganization of the whole soccer teams. All the teams got reorganized, and so it's been tryout after tryout, and all this stuff. So it'll settle down in January, I hope.
Yeah, they'll stop kicking.
No, they'll always kick.
Please, somebody just reach and push him out, please.
Get the hook.
Anyways,
All right.
happy holidays.
And
Christmas.
lastly, I'm going to let Rico. Where do we find you online? I know you're not a smartphone photographer yet, but you do some things. You do some digital content. So
Yeah.
where do we find you and your work?
You can find me and my work at artwork86.net. You find me on Facebook, Rico Bay, B-E-Y. YouTube, The Real Envy Pictures on YouTube. Rico McDaniel on YouTube. And you can find me on CBS Sundays at 1 a.m. The Rico McDaniel sitcom.
What?
No, that's just I just kidding.
Like, wait a minute.
1 a.m. on Sundays.
Like, wait a minute.
What you talk about, Willis?
Like, that's normally like the tricolor bars. They paying you for that?
I'm paying them.
Oh,
Only
God.
if he renders those bars in black and white.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for sitting in and tolerating us, man. I know this could be rather painful, but
No,
it's all over now.
Appreciate it. Joey kept me entertained with the jokes.
There's good beer and whiskey to be had over there, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We're going to handle that here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Lastly, myself, folks, find me here in the wonderful world of Google+, of course. Just look for Ant Pruitt. You can also check out the website, antpruitt.com. Check out the community website of smartphone-photographers.com. That's smartphone-photographers.com. And you'll see all of the reruns for our little hangout on there each week, and a few other little blog posts here and there where I highlight someone from the community and some of the work that they're doing. Again, next week is New Year's Eve. I don't expect to hang out on air. So tonight we're going to just assume this is the last hangout of 2015, and I want to thank everyone in the community for all of the tremendous support. We just got through our birthday here recently, and now we're ending the year, and it's been another great year in the community of learning and sharing our knowledge with one another. This is good stuff. Thank you for all the tremendous support. Thank you to everybody that's been watching these little hangouts where we sit here, talk about photography and drink beer and whiskey, and it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Thank you guys so much. Dang, you know what? I just thought about something else. 2016 might have a delay also because CES is at the beginning of 2016.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, more important than us.
Hey, my last couple of Thursdays at CES has not been near no. One year I did get to talk to you guys.
You did.
Yeah, one year I did get to talk to you guys.
With all the tech over there at CES, you'll be able to find some way to talk to us.
Last year I didn't, because last year I was doing a reenactment of what is that show? The Hangover.
Pearl Harbor.
No, Hangover.
Yeah. Actually, I like it when you join the hangout when you're playing bingo.
Yeah.
Go fish.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't done that in a little while either. I'm sure that's coming back too.
I-24.
We'll figure
That's
out.
what I remember about
2016.
2015. Yeah.
Quiet, Sweeney. Quiet, Sweeney. No, we'll figure out 2016 schedule when we get there. But just stay tuned. Just be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and keep sharing this content out and supporting all of the smartphone photographers in here. We got some people in here that do some really good work, and share that stuff and show off their talents. Really appreciate it.
Then we have Joey Kelley.
And then we have Joey Kelley. And then we have Michael King. Good gosh.
Yeah, that's
All
live
right.
entertainment.
We're going to get up out of here. Thank you, moderators, again, for all of your support. And we will catch you guys on the next Hangout. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.